Hi there, it's Liz Yuille at Old Stables Crafts and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me this morning, or whenever it is you're watching, which particularly as I'm recording this afternoon is weird. Anyway, hey, 'twas ever thus, madness rules and all that. Today's project is a very quick, simple little project. It's a little bag, and I found the inspiration for this on Pinterest. From, I think it was an Australian website that was nothing to do with Stampin' Up, so there we go. But I quite liked the shape and the fact that it was such a nice, neat little prezzy. And you could put all sorts of goodies in there. So, and also I've just got these library clips, which are amazing. You get, ooh, how many do you get? 20. And they're really not terribly expensive. I would tell you how much if I could find the dreaded catalogue. I've lost it again. Found it. Right. One day I really will be organised enough that I check these things in advance. Clearly not today. £5.50 for 20 clips, which is an absolute bargain. And they're brand spanking new in the annual catalogue, which is always something we love. So, I am using the Colour Theory Designer Series paper stack, what I have left of it, which, as you can see, is not very much. This was in the Old Olive. Yes, Old Olive. And it was all self-coloured, so it's Old Olive ink, Old Olive ribbon, Old Olive paper. So I thought I would do something similar this time. With denim, excuse me, that was a bit squeaky, but with dapper denim. And the stamp set I've used is the Thoughtful Banners, which is a brilliant set because it has lots of little things that you can put in the banners, and it's got a punch that matches, so that's always good. Let me find that for you in the catalogue as well. Again, one day I will be prepared and I will have all this sorted for you in advance. But as our Wi-Fi has been playing up this morning, my brain has gone into meltdown. Just for a change, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. So it's on page 66, £19, and you get 53 stamps, but you can mix them together. So it's Happy Father's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Graduation, Fabulous, Inspiring, I Love You, lots and lots of things that you can just mix and match together. And this really wonderful just straight stamp, and as you can see, you can just ink that up in different colours and use it to make a background, which is great. And as well as it matching with the Duet Punch, yes, Duet Banner Punch, it also matches with the Classic Label Punch. So brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. We love that. So let's get on. I've cut this down to 5.5 by 5.5. I will try, but I will not promise, to get the metric measurements sorted out. I'm having a bit of a nightmare day, as I say, because the internet's gone down and all that horrible stuff. So my brain is not really working terribly well today. However, so I'm using the, ooh, it's better if you can see it really, isn't it? I'm using the Ombre as my pattern, so I want it to go lighter to darker. So I'm going to start by scoring at the bottom, which for me is the darker, but you could obviously do it the other way up. And for me, that is therefore going to be down here and is at 1 1/4 inches. So just a gentle score there. This is only paper, so we don't want to go mad with our scoring. And then with that at the bottom, I just happen to put it at the bottom. Doesn't actually matter, it'll just depend on which way round your back flap ends up. I am scoring at, actually no, it does matter. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Ignore that. So with your 1 1/4 inch line at the top, score only to this line. And you're scoring 1 1/4 inch, 2.5 inches, 3 3/4 inches, and then 5. And 5, you are going to mark top and bottom so that you know where your line is, because you're going to need to cut some of that away. But you still want to know where your top and bottom is. So, get rid of my scoreboard and bring in my bone folder. So I'm going to score that because that is a fold. And then I'm going to take my snips and cut up each of the score lines because they're really just guides. So I'm not using them as score lines as such. And then again, I want to cut that up and then cut away top and bottom. And that's why I've got this mark here, so that I know where I'm cutting. So get rid of that, bring in my fast fuse, and just keeping as near to the edge as possible so I know that I'm running in a straight line. And then this just gets rolled round. And this is where you need about 5 hands. And you line up where your little mark is at the top, and then at the bottom you line up with the cut line so that you've got a nice overlap. And then all you need to do is remember where your back is. It's going to work out so that your back is sort of on a side but not. I can't really describe it as anything else, but that, so where your cut line is, that's going to become the nearest you've got to a back. Then you fold your sides in, and then this is where you put your glue. You can put adhesive on the others as well, depending on what you're putting in, but as it's paper, I really wouldn't suggest you put in anything more than a few sweets or a small hand cream or something like that. So then pop that up. Actually, we are going to need, see, I really have no brain. We are going to need some more adhesive, because otherwise it's not going to be able to stick to anything, is it? Blah. Used to be a brainy person, and now I really am not. So let's try that again. So we will fold in our side flaps and line those up. Oops. Line those up with our score line at the bottom and our score line at the bottom, and then this one then just goes straight across. Then bone folder down on the inside. Don't you love that I show you all my mistakes as well? And that really is pretty much it. We then want to just squash it. I'm going to try and sort of have it so that it is flat on my surface, because that then is my top. Just want it to be, that's better, a bit squarer. So then we just need some scraps of Whisper White. And we're going to just need to do 2 bits of stamping. I'm going to use Dapper Denim. I may actually need a bit more Whisper White. That will probably do. So I'm going to bring in my banner, which is, because there is a choice, I'm going to use this one with the hatched ends for both bits of the banner. So let me just make sure I've got my brain vaguely in gear. There's one. Oops, I did rather overdo that. I think I touched down early, but that's going to be punched out, so I don't mind. And then this one, I'm actually only really worried about the middle, this piece here, because that's where I'm going to stamp "Thank you." Then I don't need that. And I need my punch, and I'll probably need to bring in a... God, I really am not concentrating, am I? I'm trying to put things in upside down and back to front, and goodness knows what. So... just line that up. So that's the one I want to keep whole. Get that out, and I'll just bring in a post-it so that I can hold onto that, because this is going to be too... It really isn't my day, is it? There are moments when I kind of think maybe I should go back to bed. But there we go, one perseveres. So line up this as well. Get rid of the punch because I don't need that. Then this, I just need to cut the end off. And then that bit there. And then we are very, very nearly done. So I need dimensionals. That would be useful, wouldn't it? There we are. Right, so I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this, just at the very ends, because what I'm then going to do is bring this in, and this is going to be in the middle, and I'm going to make sure that sticks in place by using glue dots. So it's, helps of course if you actually pick up your glue dot. Pop one down, then I can do my loop. Could do my loop the other way really, couldn't I? In fact, let me pull that up and do my loop the other way. I should have done the bottom first. Let's get rid of that. This really isn't my day, is it? Okay, I'm going to persevere. I always say that there is a way of fixing it, so I'm going to fix it. So I'm going to put another glue dot over the one that I've just ruined, and that is going to be that way, and then that I will have that way, and I'll just have it the other way up. It's fine, it's just different. In fact, what I'm going to do is pop that there so that I can loop this there. Except, let's try that there. That's better. I'm intending to trim the ends anyway, so that's all right. Just as well, I hear you say. There we go. Hurrah! So let's cut that off. Oops, let's cut that off straight. And that off straight. And then a couple of glue dots on the back of this. 1, 2. Pop that there. Make sure it's stuck down properly. Don't need those. Grab another clip. And there we go, finally. So this one has that sort of loop, and this one has the other sort of loop, but there you go. So quick, and except they're up here, so that really helps, doesn't it? So a quick and generally speaking easy little bag. I've got 5 thumbs today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that madness and everything. The link will be, for the blog post, will be below. So if you would like to read that, that would be great. There'll also be links to the very few products that I've used for this project. Those will be linked below. I would love it if you would shop with me, because obviously it helps me bring you more complete madness. If you would like more madness, please hit the subscribe button, which is down kind of there-ish. Give it a thumbs up if it's not a complete disaster, and I will see you again very soon. Thanks a lot for watching.